I'm so happy I'm a part of the upper echelon, part of the higher class.
Hey sister cousins, welcome to my channel. I'm Lady C and I'm here to see if the juice is worth the squeeze. Like and subscribe if you're new and run it up in the comments. Let me know what's real. Now, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 episode 12.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, girls. So first of all, I want to say a big happy birthday to my dad. Dad, happy birthday. I did a really amazing job at raising you. I hope you have a very, very, very happy birthday all the way in Cleveland, Ohio. Happy 60th birthday, Dad. Okay, so girl, listen. It's been a very long weekend. The holidays, girl, I ain't that professional where I just be, grabbing a mic and a comb and a brush and a bra and be, down here running my mouth, girl, okay? Now, give me some slack, all right? So listen, the episode, girl, I'm just...
Oh, Lord have mercy.
For this to be episode 12 and we really didn't get nothing. I don't think we had a real episode since the Juneteenth picnic. Every single episode since has been a complete snooze fest. This episode is really not giving a whole lot. I hope, because I was about to start lying.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Girl, because I'm just like, well, what is, girl, okay. All right, let me get down. Let me get serious. Okay, so Kelly shows up with her rum punch in hand and she asks Shamina if she would help assist her in planning their trip down to Grenada. Now, they play a little guessing game and, Shamina doesn't, quite get the right guess, but, it is what it is. Like, girl, whatever. So, I'm not gonna say it was a pointless scene, but it was like, okay. And then they get to talking about Kelly's divorce. Now, listen, I appreciate when Kelly really kind of gives us an insight of what she's going through. I wish they had gave us a little bit more. And then it would have felt more like a connection, because right now all I'm gathering out of Kelly is that she's just like a leaf, girl, just wherever the wind blows. Don't count on her too much, because girl, she's not really that stable unless she considers you her friends, right? So yeah, that's what happened. And girl, she said that she spent over nearly 160K behind this divorce.
It was gone.
Let me just go in the bush and weep. Let me just go in the bush and weep.
And she says that her husband is like, he wants her soul. And girl, 160K, yeah, girl, consider your soul snatched, girl. I hope you find the rest of it, okay? So yeah, girl, it was just, it was a cute little scene. And then, they decided to choose Grenada, and then they're going to do some relief for the hurricane aftermath and everything like that. And it was cute. So now, girl, we down to Big Poe, and Big Poe is looking for another place to lay her head, girl. She is looking at a 8-bedroom house, girl. Her mother, her sister, and I don't know, some would say, girl, why you getting an 8-bedroom house? Why do any of them have these large, over-the-top homes? Shamina, she has a beautiful home. It's very, very large. I don't know how many bedrooms it has, but she only has 2 kids and a husband. So, I mean, do what you want to do, girl. But just make sure that you're not going to be looking crazy 2 or 3 years from now, being forced out of your home again. You know what I mean? And don't give this one to your mama next time, because, girl, not being able to go back home to your house that you bought, and your mama's like, well, girl, me and my man is here, girl, so find somewhere else to live. Like, I don't know. Speaking of that, her mom said, I might have to sell my house. I'm like, girl, did you give her all the privileges of owning that house? Like, that's her house now? I mean, I guess. I mean, that's your mama. That's your mama. So, I mean, I get it. Another filler scene. Speaking of filler scenes, girl, we go right back over to Kelly and they're down to the little spa, and it's just like every time they show me Kelly's life, it's so less than desirable. I don't care. You're at the spa. The dog is getting a massage. Yippee. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl. It's just like her storyline is really falling by the wayside.
That is so fetch. Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen.
So, yeah, we on Kelly. We offer her. Then Shamina shows up to V103 for her single, I'm assuming.
Singing does not put food on the table, even if you have got
Mama,
talent.
do you know I can sing?
Let me ask y'all something. Y'all like that song? Be for real. Do you like it? I feel like I'm being force-fed Shamina and her vocal abilities. I feel like I'm being strapped down to a chair and you guys are opening up my mouth, my eyes, my ears, whatever, and you are just shoving Shamina, her voice, her singing down my throat. And now I want to throw up.
Are y'all gonna hear this damn song one way or another?
Maybe a decent song that I might have liked. I have no desire to listen to it. None, girl. None. I just like, girl. And then like the nasty, shady, like things that she has to say about Drew. And it's
Like that.
So nasty.
And that's what happened.
So rude.
What the hell has Drew done to you, girl? Like, Drew has done nothing. She doesn't say anything about your singing. She doesn't say anything about you at all. So for you to like be trying to put this girl down on the radio station, it's so, this is why Shamina is gonna stick, girl. It's probably gonna be your name for life. You keep it up, girl. You know what I'm saying, girl? I ain't like that. I did not like it. I was just like, Shamina, why don't we stick to your project that you have coming out? No, we got to talk about Drew. And all it's doing is making people want to support Drew, because the way y'all are dogpiling her, it makes everybody want to say, okay, yeah, Drew, you know, she a little different, but we don't like how you treating her. We don't like how y'all are treating her. And therefore, we are running to her aid because y'all are doing the most. Like, girl, and if all of your smoke for Drew has anything to do with that little ass comment.
The way this publishing is set up, that's going to pay for PJ's whole college. So I feel like it's going to be a big blessing on the other side.
It's a shady comment for sure, right? But it wasn't malicious. You understand? Like, it wasn't rooted in, I'm hating or I can't stand. Like, girl, it was just a shady comment. Y'all are all shady. It should have just been left at that. But no, you want to make that your storyline. And it's just like, Shamina, your debut was so promising, not just because you had a home, not because your husband is rich, but because we thought we liked you as a person.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
We thought that you would be a great addition as a person that we are familiar with. You know, these other girls, we don't know nothing about them, but we knew you. And so because we knew you, we were like, oh, this is nice. This is her first time. Finally, it's been a long time coming. And here we are, girl. Grand opening, and it's looking like a grand closing. Now, I'm not saying that I don't want you to come back. I think that you should get a peach next season. But I just feel like you're going to have to really do some studying of your behavior this season and come back a little less corny, a little less mean, and a little more authentic, and give us a little bit of your actual life. Because I think your life is maybe a little interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe not so much with the Portia stuff, but maybe it's not, girl. I'm doing too much. Because, girl. So Brit's license is on hold?
The lies! There you go. This bitch.
The
I'm
lies.
telling you.
Girl, what the hell is going on with this license, girl? I mean, girl, see? This is more of the foolishness that I'm talking about, Brit. I think that you overpromised coming into this cast or coming into this franchise and underperformed. Because what the hell are you talking about? Do you think that the audience is dumb?
Not always, no. Sometimes.
Girl, you only got 5 seconds of time last week. Girl, I'm like, you were going to introduce it at the same time as your insurance, but nobody really knew you back then. So what, like, huh? Anyway, so girl, and then the husband, girl, bless his heart. That's all I got. Next, Ange and Charles. Charles and Ange.
This is my man. Everybody talking about my man, my man.
I'm not going to say it's cringe. I'm just going to say this is their life, their marriage. She doesn't seem too fazed or bothered by it. I said this another time that I believe that he is just not used to being recorded. But I'm just going to stay out of it. Like, girl, I'm not going to say that he doesn't like her. I'm not going to say that he just adores her. I've seen relationships that look like that, and they genuinely do have feelings and care, but they just have a really strange way of showing it. And, you know, girl, you like it, so I love it. But she mentions her mom and how she did not support him in the situation. So I'm a little confused, though, because what the hell happened, Angela? Like, you said that you weren't there for him and you was kind of on him, and the mom, I just didn't get that energy last week. When it comes to Angela and her family, it just doesn't seem like, I don't know, girl. Like, Angela seems to be a bit of a peacekeeper or peacemaker or whatever. You know, she likes for things to be like calm. You know what I'm saying? That, I guess that's why she kind of gets into these situations with the girls, because she doesn't like a lot of contentious stuff happening around her. I don't think it really resonates with her personality very well. And so she does whatever it is to just kind of like, y'all chill out. Let's relax kind of thing. That's what I'm gathering off of her. Because when she's with the mom, she has an energy with her mom, and then she has another energy with her husband, and then she has another energy with her daughter. And in each situation, one could say that, you know, okay, daughter, you was dead wrong, but she's not giving that kind of energy. But then she's apologizing to the daughter, even though the daughter was dead wrong. But then the mom is like, okay, you feel disrespected on one end, but then when you with your mom, and I get that, that's your mama, I understand. But you have another type of energy. But then with your husband, it's like, okay, you apologizing for how you treated him with the mom, but was the mom right or was he right? Like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like, Angela kind of, with the family, I just don't quite know. And I also understand that, like, family is different from how you treat these women. It could be up and stuck for life with the ladies, but then when it comes to the family, you kind of a little softy. But then she says that she got invited down to the party, and she was like, oh, well, you know, it's nice of her to invite me to the party. Girl, listen, if we're being honest, Brittany doesn't know anybody. Girl, I call her Brittany. Girl, Brit don't know nobody, and don't nobody know her. People don't really fool with Brit. Brit don't have no friends. Girl, I just said it.
She said that?
A little harsh, Scratch.
Whatever, she has a right to know.
Nobody would go. It would only be like a handful of girls. So yeah, every invitation count. You ever had like an event and you just want asses and seats, and so you just invite people that you really don't want them to be there? I'm not gonna say you don't want them to be there, but it's like you just want the mass or the head to count. to say that people were there for you. So it's not really like, oh, I want you here because we're just so cool and everybody's here to pour all this love on you. No, you're inviting people so that you can have like asses in the seats. On this journey to 1,000 subscribers, I just want to say this episode is sponsored by you. Thank you so much for your support and helping me along this journey. Your support keeps me encouraged. It keeps me going. It keeps me wanting to make more content. Hopefully you like what you see. So if you like what you see, girl, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, girl. I won't bite, okay? All right, now let's get back to the show. Okay, so now the moment that we have all not really been waiting for, because were we really waiting on this?
No.
We're at the event, and it just seems like from the very, very beginning, it was a shit show.
What the fuck was that? What the problem is?
The venue is nice and all that, but then you have the ladies, you want them to dress up in this derby attire, cute. Your outfit, I just don't understand who's dressing you. I'm not about to put that outfit on Parachet. I done seen Parachet, girl. I done seen Parachet, and I ain't gonna claim that outfit. That ain't her. Nope. No. Girl, who is... Last week, girl, for her little 5 seconds on the episode, she had 2 Fashion Nova looking outfits, 2 Shein by Sheree looking outfits up in our faces talking about which one. And I just feel like, Brit, you tacky.
You're tacky and I hate you.
I knew that the party was going to be tacky looking at her outfit. Now, it was a pretty print. I like the hat, okay? The hat was cute. But the dress, no. She shows up to the event space or to the venue, and she's looking at the things that are not quite put together. She says that the event planner or whoever was late, and it was just a snowball of foolishness after that. Honestly, Brittany, first of all, we didn't even know that an event was going to occur until this episode. We had no clue at all leading up to that there was an event to take place. Usually, when said event is going to occur, we usually see some build up to this, and then we get to the day of when it happens. We saw nothing. We saw absolutely nothing leading up to this day. We just knew it was going to happen because we seen the pictures all over socials, but none of us knew from episode 1 on down that there was an event that was supposed to occur. And I just find that strange. So to me, it's giving, okay, this is June 1st and August 1st, and on August 15th, I'm supposed to have said event. And I just sourced somebody to come and throw a quick little 1-2 real quick so that I can have something to shoot and talk about. That's what it gave me. And that is why your event was a hot ass mess, okay?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I'm not finna play with you, girl. That whole entire event seemed like it was just thrown together. That was the best that they can do. You got little pieces here and there. Like nothing about it gave it was planned. Nothing. Okay? Because a planned event don't look like that. It don't. Hell, the Bailey Q was put together way better than this. Girl. Talking about, I just want to bring people into what? The ghetto?
Ooh. The ghetto. The ghetto. The ghetto.
Brit has overpromised so much and is literally underperforming. The jokes write themselves. The whole choice to cast Brit has been the mistake that keeps on giving. Every time we see Brit, she runs right into brick wall.
Oh, man.
She is the butt of the joke. She is the gotcha. She is the pun. She She's the punchline of the show. Like literally every single episode, she just does not give us anything. And I'm just like, girl, are we really surprised? Are we surprised?
No.
Why do we have to be force-fed Miss Pistol Grip Pump, aka Miss Bangkok, aka Brit Eady? Girl.
You in Bangkok, sweetie. There's a reason they don't call it Bangkok.
I'm just saying, you know, it really upsets me.
It's upsetting me in my home, girl.
Girl, you ain't even have a nice little dessert spread to give to your guests. Everybody had to sit and watch as you, even if, let's just say that the caterers or the event planners, let's just say they got it right. They didn't put menus on all the tables. They just gave the little cocktails to everybody else. Everybody else was supposed to be at your event. They done got their cute outfits on so that they can sip on some daggone stale champagne and orange juice, okay? While they watched you and your castmates enjoy a nice little luncheon. But the invitation said luncheon.
You don't find that suspicious?
You could have put together a little devil egg, a little meatball, a little sandwiches, a little pinwheel, you know, a little veggie tray, okay? A little fruit tray, you know what I'm saying? A little bread, a little cheese and crackers and grapes, a little charcuterie board. You could have gave it up like that. You ain't have to feed them no meals, but you could have gave them a little something. A little dessert table with a little bit of cheesecake, you know, the little brownies, little cookies, you know what I'm saying? Little pound cake, you know? Next time you trying to throw an event, you call me. You understand that? You call me. Because I wouldn't have done you like that, all right? I wouldn't have done it. Because you could have gave up a little Sam's Club visit, a little Costco, okay, Restaurant Depot, all right? I don't know if they have one in Atlanta, but you understand what I'm saying, okay? You could have gave it up. You could have gave it up, and you could have had them folks at least standing around with a little, you know, a little lunch plate, or even a little, you know, a little smaller plate, and they could have had their little hors d'oeuvres, okay? The little cocktail and a little bit of hors d'oeuvre, okay? And they could have been down to that table eating their little snacks and stuff. But you just said, nah, girl, y'all gonna have just these dry ass champagne and orange juice. And that's it. Girl, you could have gave them cake and punch, okay? And been doing better than that. Like, are you okay? And your best friend is Miss Nana Chicken and Waffles. You could have solicited her, team to put together some chicken and some waffles, okay? But no, we gotta sit here and watch you scarf down some food and have your little stuff, and you talking about, I just want them to know that they're not eating anything. Girl, when I tell you, it will never.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
But let me just get off of that because, girl, I can go for hours on everything that went wrong with that party, okay? Everybody's outfit outside of Brit's hat, okay? Everybody's outfit looked really, really cute. Really cute. Brit's hat looked cute. The dress, the print was cute. But the dress itself, it just wasn't cute. But I liked Kelly's look. I love her hat. It was so cute. Everybody looks cute. Drew actually gave it to me. I liked Drew and Portia's outfit the most out of all the girls. Now, I'm not going to say I didn't like Kelly because Kelly was in there. I liked hers. But Cynthia...
Great gowns, beautiful gowns.
Cynthia did some Cynthia stuff. And then, once again, just because it's a whole bunch of name brands and you really, really want us to know that you're rich.
I am very rich, bitch.
you're too cute of a girl and you have a really cute shape to really just be, you know, giving it up the way you give it up. I want you to hire a better stylist. I really do. I really do. And I'm not trying to count your coins for you. I just feel like you could do better. Okay? Okay. Oh, and girl, real quick, okay? Because she gets up there and she says, I have gifts. Girl, she had some boxes that she grabbed down to Michael's. Ain't got a label on it. Ain't got a name brand, nothing, girl. Just empty cardboard boxes with some little pieces in there. Well, one piece in there.
Goddamn son of a bitch.
You was better off with a little gift bag. You know what I'm saying? Little gift bags with a little tissue paper and the outfits. You know, to make them look like shopping bags. Okay? Girl, call me next time, okay? I ain't got no problem with you, Brit. I just feel like you're just not showing up as your authentic self. I feel like that you are really putting on so much that you are just this coin down girl, and it's just not computing. Because when we start trying to put the pieces together in our brains, it ain't making sense, okay? You are a gorgeous girl, pretty girl, you know, and we want to like you.
Maybe.
But we've gotten so much venom off of you, and we don't have a really good taste in our mouth for how you behaved before, that we just don't go up for you like we might have gone up for you had some of your interactions with the girls never occurred. You understand? Okay? I want the best for you, girl. Okay? Because I'm a girl's girl at the end of the day. I know that it's hard for you to, you know, do that for yourself, but girl, I'm here, girl. I'll be trying, girl. I'm here to help, okay? I'm here to help. So Drew, girl, she finally shows up for work, girl, and she clocked the dog mess out of Shamina, okay? And I appreciate that, Drew. Good for you, all right? I think you should have shifted that table just a little bit more, okay? But it was a good start. Angela, she came through. She came through with her classic shade, as always. I love what she said about that big ass. You gave me an extra large or something. What did she say?
She got this confused with the size of her toothbrush for her big ass mouth.
Angela's husband, he really wasn't trying to be there for real. He was trying to be, you know, cool for Angela, and Brit tried to give us a cringe interaction. Girl, it was just cringe. Their interaction was cringe. But Drew, I'ma just focus on you. So yeah, she said, like, listen, I don't appreciate how you brought the information back to Portia. And baby, when I tell you, Portia was on mute. Look around, everybody. I'm not gonna say you should have stayed a friend of the show, but I just wish you didn't show up the way you have been showing up. And you are proud.
You placed a further win.
Bitch. Girl, what is wrong with you? You know what it is? Shamina can't read. She thinks that she is reading when she's being a mean girl, but it's not mean. I mean, it's not a read. It's you're being a mean girl. And your shade is not shade. You know what I'm saying? It is rooted in malicious intent. Shady comments are just shady comments. It's like, okay, girl, you got that off of touche. You know what I'm saying? But you are just, you're trying to be mean. And that's the difference, I think. You don't know how to read, so you either shut it down like how you did Angela. You didn't want to talk to her. You don't want to have the conflict that is being addressed to you. You don't have any clever words for her. So you resort to being mean. You just don't know how to, because I think you've been raised as this like goody, I'm not gonna say goody two shoes, but Christian values, turn the other cheek. So you weren't prepared for how it is to really like give it to a girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bam. You don't know how to do that. Drew don't even know how to do that, but you know what she does know how to do? She knows how to address the hoe.
You're acting elderly and dog ears, honey.
For me, like, Drew, and I've always tried to, like, put my finger on it. Okay, girl, I'm finna really, like, sound crazy, but just follow me. Drew gives Lizzie McGuire, you know what I'm saying? Like, her little snazzy, snappy, like, you know, it's very like Lizzie McGuire. If you ever watched Lizzie McGuire and how her like mannerisms are when she's trying to be like cute, she's trying to get cute with somebody, that's kind of what it gives to me. All right. Let me know if I'm off, but girl, I think I'm onto something. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, girl, Cynthia got her little plate and she was like, girl, this is real ghetto. Let me get up out of here. And it really gave, I just came here so that I could show my face so I can get paid, and I'm ready to go home.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Okay, so girl, Drew goes to sign for her deal. I don't know if it's like a record deal or I don't know, but it's a big deal for her because, you know, everybody's taking pictures and stuff in the little office. Really, really cute. I'm really happy for her. She does address Dennis via FaceTime, and I think Dennis is being honest, I guess, but I don't know, girl. Like, that whole storyline is such a sham and a foolish, girl. But yes, so Drew signs. I'm very happy for her. I hear that her album is amazing. Now listen, I actually downloaded her album. I just haven't had the time to like really take it all in. I have to be in a mood for that type of thing. If I'm not already a fan of yours, it kind of takes me a minute to come around. So I'm going to come around, but I did download it and I do have every intention to listen to her project. I've heard nothing, and that's what made me do it. I've heard nothing but good things about that project. Everybody who has listened to it has said nothing but great things. They have a favorite song. Like, it's a thing. So I'm glad, I'm happy for her. But we finally get to the very end of the episode, and that is, girl, we reconnect with Phaedra, girl.
I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze.
Aside from the show, I like Phaedra. I really do. But yeah, she comes in, girl, and she comes in a little hot. She says some things about Brit. She says some things about Angela and Charles. And she has a little bit of, you know, venom left over for Drew. Now, she did say some nice things about Shamina, but I think it's because she thinks that her and Portia are like in great standing, or like are best friends, or like maybe she's off limits, you know what I'm saying? So she's trying to be respectful. I don't believe that it's going to save Shamina for too long, because once she realized that there's a little bit of a disconnect, I think Phaedra is going to kind of come in and, you know, do a little damage. So that's just my own thoughts. But yeah, girl, I don't know how long this video is. Girl, we probably at an hour. I ain't got to watch on, girl. It's just whatever, okay? Okay, so yeah, tell me what you guys thought of the episode. For me, it was filler, and it was just a hot mess. And maybe this video is gonna be a hot mess because I could not like I just couldn't put into words how disappointing it is to come down to YouTube to talk about this. And I have a lot of things to say because I like to talk, but the show itself is just not landing for me. I don't feel like, girl, like that was so good. It was just so good. There is nothing, girl. It was so... Anyway, girl, let me know what you thought about today's episode, girl. Like and subscribe, hit the notification bell if you are really about that life. And I will talk to you guys in a little bit. And we'll talk about some other things too that has happened and occurred over the weekend and everything else. But yeah, girl, let me know what you think, girl. I'm gonna call you guys back later. Bye.